Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dungeon of the Endless. Before we get moving here today, I want to talk a little bit about tilting. If you're not familiar with this term, basically it just means to allow one mistake to propagate future mistakes. It's very easy to go through something like what I just went through, where I lost a pretty good hero due to, basically, incompetence. Let's just be straight with it. That was me just screwing up. And then to let the bad feelings from screwing up, the frustration and the anger and stuff, goad you into making worse mistakes. And so on, self-reinforcing until you lose. We're not going to let that happen, and in part, that's easy because I had a whole day between this episode and last episode. A lot of time to calm down and reevaluate things. But it's really important when you have something bad happen in a game, or in life, to take a moment, do try to like recenter, kind of reset your thought process, and do not get foolish. Do not get foolisher, even more foolish. Presumably you were foolish in the first place when you screwed up, but don't let it get worse. Alright, so we only have 3 heroes now. Part of not going on tilt, part of not letting this be even more mistakes, is that we're going to probably have to stop spending food for a little while, because if we want to get through this, we're going to have to hire a new hero. So we probably want to try to have enough food in the bank to do that, which certainly motivates me to build a food replicator here. We have enough industry to build a couple of modules. Yeah, I think I'm going to go food replicator here. Now, I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that there are 4 doors off the elevator when we only have 20 dust to start with. Not really sure what to make of that. I'm going to be honest with you, my initial inclination is to just keep running in one direction so that all the monsters have to funnel through a single bottleneck. But the strategy of checking out nearby rooms, or checking out all the rooms near the elevator, has been working for us so far. Let's try to stick to it a little bit here. Okay, hero attack power down, module attack power up. Not so good. Not so good. Man, I wish we had guns. We've had a real problem finding weapons since the beginning of this series. Well, I feel comfortable opening at least one more of these because we can just have Ken stand out in the room. Oh, how I wish that this had been an already powered room. Alright, we're going to have Ken stand in this room. I'm going to depower it. Power this one up and run a module here. I think probably an industry generator. Just need to make sure that we're going to have enough to push onward. And at this point, we're going to stop opening doors around the elevator. I'm not going to open this. We should definitely head this way, I think. We should head in a way that causes the monsters to go back through a powered room. Honestly, though, as much as I appreciate Rakya, this room has 1 fewer minor module slots than this one does, and also, this room is very long. I don't know, so people are telling me the Toxic Cloud slows attack speed, lowering your DPS. I don't know if that's true of modules, though. But I think we're gonna continue to explore in this direction, because it's gonna take the monsters a really long time to walk through here, and we have some tools available to make that terrible for them. So tear gas is great. Tear gas is always great. Just the defense, even if it didn't do any damage itself, I think the defense division alone is good enough. We are at 30 cost for our major modules, so I'm trying to figure out how much I feel like spending here. I guess we don't really have to spend very much right now. I'm going to put down... So in these really long rooms, there's way more chance of the smoking gun overheating because it won't be target switching as much. I wonder if it's the right gun for the job here. I guess it does way more damage than the prisoner prod still, and our kip cannons are not currently in a position to do anything huge. So yeah, probably. Let's go smoking gun. We could build 14 more industry worth of modules and still be able to power a major module slot in the next room, should that be possible. So, I'm going to put a tear gas module in here. I'm sure we will want there to be a tear gas module. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. I believe the cloud does slow the monsters as well, so we'll have a lot of time to deal with them. We'll run Ken and Eseb back. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Spawn tons of dust. Or okay, the room's already powered. Awesome. Got a little bit lucky there, not gonna lie. Food's in a pretty good place. I'm gonna put down another industry generator. Just really, really try to bank up here. Okay, a dead end. But a dead end that has a bunch of module slots in it. Why don't you take these guys back to the place where the... Oh, because that guy's gonna... Oh no, he was biting on Esib. Okay. Just try to get any dust we can here. Alright. We got one. That's something. I keep pressing 4 to select Ken because he used to be on 4. So as soon as we get some more dust, we can power this. And I think that means that I want to run this way now. Really, really don't want to open... Oh yeah, I gotta remember that our heroes have garbage attack power for 4 more turns. Sort of forgot about that. So we probably want to build some minor modules in here now. And remember, minor modules in her room are more effective than they might otherwise be. It's like, this is what Rakia does. I gotta say, I'm very converted on the subject of the smoking gun. It seems awfully good. Alright. I was about to say, fortunately, it seems like we don't... I'm not going to get there fast enough to stop him from destroying it. Oh, this stupid toxic cloud. What I was about to say is, fortunately, it doesn't seem like this floor's monster pool contains module-destroying monsters, but never mind. So that means that if we can't keep this room powered, we have to leave this room's module slot empty, or we have to be able to build minor modules all around it. Because as long as the toxic cloud persists, and it will wear off, but as long as the toxic cloud persists, we can't get through this room, due to the fact that it is very large. So that sucks. A lot. We really desperately need to find more dust. Trying to pull Ken as late as possible. So those guys head straight for the major modules in the room. They don't care about the minors at all. Part of the problem I'm having, something we may have to correct if we are indeed going to get a win on easy, is that I have to get better at recognizing what the monsters are and what they do. Come on, dust. Okay, that is the amount of dust we needed. So now it's safe to build in here again. Definitely has to be an industry module. And as soon as we have enough industry, we need to build here as well. Maybe another industry module, honestly. I do not think it's a good idea to move Rakia out of here, but we really don't need food anymore. Obviously, we can't leave this room uninhabited because monster spawning next to the crystal is bad. It's like, this is a situation where I wish I hadn't opened 3 doors on the elevator. It's alright, we'll modulate, we'll figure the strategy out. So, minor modules on the floor have no defense, but they never get attacked with the current group of monsters that we're seeing. So this kind of does nothing, actually. Okay, well. So we figured this out, and there was quite a bit more dust in there. I'm not sure what we want to do with this dust. Now that we know this is a dead end, it's probably better to light this, right? We'll head up this way. Ken can hang out over here and block spawns on this side, and we can put up some defenses. Although, Obviously, I'd prefer to save my industry for a little while. Is that... Okay, the toxic cloud is gone. Doesn't matter anymore. But it is gone. Emergency generator is expensive. Yeah, the next resource generator we build is definitely going to be industry again. And actually, I'll probably build it here and move Rakia to here, right? Well, I guess we're still going to have a lot of stuff spawning on this side. I just want her to be in a position where she can fight. We're low on resources. It's important that we get the most out of them. That was a lovely find. Everybody back together, and we're going to get this on. Everything hit all the buttons. Oh my god, hit all the buttons. Holy crap, he's taking so much damage. Okay. It's tough because I don't feel that I can look at what's happening in the room, because that's what killed Hikensha, was me looking at what's happening in the room, taking my eyes off the health bar for a second. I think what needs to happen here is I just have to pause a lot more. I apologize, it's probably not going to make for the best viewing. So let's see, if we're not going to move Rakia into a defensive position over here, and I think probably we aren't, probably we need to keep this room defended for right now, then it doesn't make any sense to build the module there. We probably just build it down here, where it will be definitely perfectly safe. Alright, so Ken gets to stand over here. We're going to try to limit spawns on this side. It's a little hairy. It would be really cool if we could find a hero. Alright, spawns have spawned. Alright, fortunately we're not taking a ton of hero damage here. Like, Essa was getting pretty messed up during the last fight, but a number of these monsters, the Silic, punchy guys, and those floating crystals, are not very interested in heroes. We have so much room for major modules. We really, really need more industry. But at a certain point we're gonna... I mean... Heading to the next floor with a huge industry bank would not be the end of the world. That's for sure. Man, I wish we had another body. We need somebody else to block. Like, I think I'm gonna have Ken come block here instead. Now that there's only 2 rooms of spawns possible. Let's try to keep stuff from spawning over here where it would be relatively more difficult to deal with. Ah, this is unfortunate. Okay, so those things hit heroes. Oh, we should probably I know it's a small attack power boost because it's divided over all the heroes in the room, or divided by the number of heroes in the room, but also we should use it because we're taking significant damage here. I'm going to try not to have to heal. Yeah, we're okay, we're okay. We can do some leveling now. I think we should, after a level up here, still have the ability to... Nobody's actually going to get a skill. We should still have the ability to hire. Okay, Ken's got another skill coming. Not going to go for it yet, though. Trying to keep enough in the bank to be able to hire stuff. So you get over here. We're going to have some bad times. I don't think we can not build anything in this room anymore. Because the next time we open a door, we're going to have up to 2 rooms worth of spawns. We have to be able to kill them. And our heroes just do not fight very well. How much damage does this actually do? It does 22 hit points per second for 8 seconds. So, I mean, that's a lot of damage. It does have a pretty long attack cooldown. It's a lot of damage if it's allowed to tick the whole way. Prisoner Pod honestly doesn't seem like a huge move for us. Saving up for the Science Creator would be alright. Just trying to figure out what we want to do here. So what I really want to do is build an industry generator, right? But I'm concerned that we may already be at the point where we can't handle spawns. So we may have to put off the industry generator to put down miner modules. But if we can put the industry generator up now and then build the miner modules afterward, we end up with an extra 5 industry over the course of the floor. And honestly, we are at a point where every little bit matters. Things are a little dire. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to build this, and then the second I open this door, as soon as the resources pop in, we're going to pause and add modules. Alright, come on, low spawns. So, let's figure this out. These won't add instantly, because we're now, like, in combat properly, but I don't think we need the neurostun, because it seems like the monsters here are stopping to fight us, so we can just have heroes run into the room. We should be okay. I do love a smoking gun, but is there anything else that would be more appropriate? Pepper spray does seem good. And you know, the monsters do so much more damage on this difficulty. The pepper sprayed monsters are probably actually very helpful. We do need some direct damage of our own. But let's go ahead and get pepper spray. And then I have to leave this open or build a prisoner prod on it. I'm going to leave it open. We don't even know for sure that there are going to be enemies. Ooh, we do know for sure that there was dust. So yeah, we have spawns. This is a little concerning. I'm going to turn on the stuff here. Honestly, Ken has to get over here. These snake guys and these zombies with the tentacle arms are both actually very dangerous, and Rakia is going to need help. I'm going to hit this too. We might be paying some food here. Alright, so we're just going to pause a lot. Yeah, Rakia is going to have to be healed. When Ken gets in the room, it might be worth it to have Rakia run out so that the monsters refocus on Ken. Because he has 40 defense and Rakia has 29. Please actually get... Okay, looks like that's clearing up. Looks like that's clearing up to the point where I think we can have Eseb run over here. Alright, we're going to lose the operating bonus for a second here, but she is getting hammered. And I know I'm pausing a lot, and it's definitely flow breaking, but I'm so worried. Okay, that thing is kind of getting through. Getting through more than I would like. That said, this is a hero-focused enemy, as is this. This one likes to fight modules, so I don't think any of these are going to do damage to the crystal. I think we can have Rakia run back in here now. We just needed her to get out. I'm going to make sure she gets all the way out, I guess, to make sure we break monster targeting. Yeah, okay. We see him turn around. I'm worried. I'm like really worried about this. I think we are in a bad place. Alright, the pepper spray is getting work done. It's refocusing the monsters on each other. Eseb's probably going to need a heal here. There's still a lot of monsters in this room. Oh, that thing is attacking the crystal. Who has the highest DPS? We need somebody to go over there and just break that thing down fast. Alright. Eseb, get on that. I was expecting it to just walk through the room and keep focusing on our heroes. Because that's what it does, is it walks through rooms and focuses on heroes. But apparently not if the crystal's around. Ooh. Alright. Ken, go fix this stuff up. We lost some modules in here, so we still have the tear gas. Oh, that's right, we spent our industry for the turn already. That's a little bit of science. I think I'm feeling like we're in a pretty bad spot here. 4 industry modules is not enough. I'm going to move her over to the industry thing. We are so desperate. And I think I am going to build some prisoner prods here. We need more modules. We don't have the industry for them. So let's go ahead and build one of them right now. And I'm just going to miner module every socket in this wing. Everything, well, not these, obviously. So actually, I should power this room. Yeah, we're just going to build prisoner prods everywhere. Ken, go stand... Stand here, I guess? Stand in one of these rooms. And we can let these spawns happen, I think. Just hoping we find some dust. Okay. So, the first thing we do is light this room to remove that spawn possibility. The next thing we do is build a lot of prisoner prods. Trying to figure out what I think is in the most danger. We're not that far from being able to light both of these rooms and then not have to worry about this wing at all anymore. I'm wondering if we should maybe actually depower this, power this, and then not build anything over here. Just try to deal with this with heroes until we get the power for it. But I'm worried that only one room worth of power over here is not going to give us the ability to actually fight all the monsters that are spawning. Again, this is a situation that would be tremendously helped by us having a 4th hero to do another room block. No, I think we need to light a number of rooms over here. We got to try to keep spawns on this side to a minimum. So let's build some prisoner prods. I'm going to prod this whole room. And then also these two. Okay, spawns are up so we can move together. And the prods are doing some damage. Getting some stuff done here. So this just repairs, yeah, it just gives regen to the modules. It's not a big deal. Somebody's probably going to have to go deal with this. Okay, apparently these enemies... Yeah, it's like the rules for these guys are not as consistent as I was like. I was expecting both of them to follow Ken into that room. You can definitely make good use of this. So we lost the major module because those big Silic guys can kill a major module in like 3 hits. Okay, so Ken has to stay over here. We can't even have two rooms worth of spawns is too many. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel like we can win. If we don't find another hero soon, I think we might just be out. Alright, so... I'm gonna try to save industry. We're not gonna remodule anything over here. I'd really like to be able to build a major. Okay. An industry merchant. That's not bad, actually. Let's definitely sell some stuff. This sword's pretty good. We could find another sword hero. Hold on. Do we need the 24 industry? First thing is, obviously we gotta rebuild something here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be food. It does have to be food if I ever want to level my heroes up, actually. Yep. even with that, our rate of food production is not awesome. And we don't really have a lot of places to build major modules. Or minor modules, rather. So let's see, we're at 45. So if we don't build anything right now, if we build no more minor modules, we will be able to build another major on this next turn. I can afford to build a prisoner prod and still hit 45. This is grim, though. It's a grim situation. Come on, dust. Or at least a small number of enemies. Nope. Real spawns. Okay. So this is going to be terrible. The merchant's dead, and that's absolutely fine. I have no interest in that merchant's survival. Where is Eseb? How's he taken half damage already? He's been moving the whole time. I guess he's running through rooms that monsters had already spawned in. So I probably want to keep Ken over here, I guess. Just trying to figure out, like, what the best play is for him. No, it's got to be in here. I'm just worried about us grouping up too much in here and it letting monsters slip through the crystal. If we lose any more dust, like, we're very reliant on ending up at 80 or more here, I think. I think it's, like, really important. And so if we lose any dust, we make that very unlikely. This will only last for 9 seconds, so I probably want to wait for a little bit. For a few more enemies to arrive. I'm going to activate Ken's murder thing. Yeah, he might be able to keep the enemies out of that room. Yeah, you know what? If these guys will stay in here and fight you, that's fine. They're not very dangerous. Okay, no, we gotta we gotta run. Snake's incoming. It looks like Ken cleared his side completely. Let's go ahead and activate that. Yeah, gonna have to heal. Ah, we pulled a little bit of dust. So I think what's going to end up happening here is we're going to depower this, power both of these, just have Ken stand here. It means we don't get those two prisoner prods that are in here, but it also means we don't have to worry about stuff in this wing at all anymore. Which I think is pretty important. Now that Ken's here, Ken's defense is pretty alright. We could probably just have Eseb run out, reset the targeting of the monsters. He's on 918 health with 47 defense. Now, it really is better to have them attacking him. Oh, that's right. When he runs back in, he's going to get their attention back anyway because he's got the suit on. So he's just going to tank. I think we're at a point now where we could maybe remove him from the room entirely. I'm going to have him run up this way, actually, because it's a much shorter walk. Okay, that's under control. I think we got him. We did an okay job of sort of minimizing our damage there. You know, maybe it's probably the better thing to do is just keep Ken over here. We will not get spawns over in this wing this way. And we still get these prisoner prods, although Ken should probably come fix this one. And we get to build a module. I think there's probably still quite a bit of floor left, because we're in the back half now, and the floors are very large. So let's put something up. I don't even know what. Did that merchant die? Yeah. That's fine. We got what we wanted out of him. I certainly wasn't going to spend industry to buy items. Not in the situation we find ourselves in. Honestly, this might be overkill, but I think I'm going to build another industry generator. We are desperate for industry. We're going to need a lot of modules. Yeah, and having a little bit of an extra bank as we go up to the next floor wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So Ken gets to stand over here. I think the plan is we're waiting for the science generator upgrade here. I know I'm not actually making any science, but we're producing industry quickly enough that I should be able to make a science generator soon. One hopes. Okay, this is another dead end. Dead end with dust in it, though. I didn't actually put Ken over here, so let's light this so nothing can spawn in it. Okay. Ken really does need to be over here. I'm spacing out because I'm talking too much instead of thinking. So we can light that and put some defensive modules in there. Got an orange jumpsuit. Does everybody have some kind of armor on? Okay. This is 18 defense, 4 speed. I think we'll probably put that on her. It's a slight upgrade for Ken. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this, and then give her the t-shirt. Ken's defense is a little bit less important than it used to be. I don't really mind him losing a little bit, because when the fighting's tough, he's usually in the same room as Eseb, who is drawing all the attention anyway, and him having move speed is actually going to be relevant if we're using him to do stuff like this. Alright, I want to build a Neurostun module and a couple of, like, actually good weapons here. Honestly, maybe it's a pepper spray? Pepper spray and, like, a smoking gun, maybe? So again, this is a room that's mostly here to thin the flow of monsters. I want to have time to kill the things that come out of these rooms before the stuff that spawns up here gets down. And also the pepper spray, I think, the pepper spray will at least cause one thing to stop moving entirely. So we'll have the monsters thin out a little bit as they approach the actual defenses. Fingers crossed. That's the plan. We'll see if it actually works. Quickly run to here. I'm pretty sure you can't get monster spawns when you meet a merchant. I think that's the case. It seems to be consistent with what we've seen so far. Okay, a food merchant. Riot Gear gives 33 defense, but also minus 9 speed. Jeez. Makes you wonder what the prisoners had access to when the guard's armor stops artillery shells. You can never tell, you know, they're very inventive. Alright, this stuff all looks kind of okay. None of this is, like, obviously stuff we have to have. And now we're in the very awkward position of the only remaining door, making us very, very vulnerable. Alright, it would have been cool if that room had been full of dust. Yeah, at this point I think we can afford to do this. Well, you know, they can't all be winners. How many doors do I think we have left? You know, I don't think it's going to be worth building any more majors. That's my guess. So this room should probably be powered. But I can't really safely depower anything. I guess that can be depowered. Because we have some defenses up over here already. Ken can do interception. But like this room needs to be powered and we need to have miners in it. Unfortunately, it is a pretty low module slot room. So the Kip Cannon's going to be a little bit better than it used to be now. Smoking guns are probably at their worst in these rooms where people are moving slowly through, because they have plenty of time to overheat. But that said, like, I think the damage output of it is such that it might still be the right thing, even if it's only firing half of the time. I'm debating about a pepper spray in here, if it should just be guns. We'll put one normal gun up. I don't think we need a slowdown in this room, especially, I mean, the toxic cloud will handle that for a while, and who knows how much time we actually even have left. And also, you know, we'll be running heroes over here. Alright, it would be really cool if we could find, you know, just 9 more dust. Or, I guess, as long as we're wishing, 100 more dust. Okay, no spawns, though. Hard to be mad about that. I think we just move on. We've got to find this elevator. Alright, we got stuff. Even when we're actively attacking these things, we're not killing them fast enough to stop them from destroying our majors. Pop everything, I guess. Yes, health regen. Maybe the health regen will be enough? This thing's dead. I needed to pop the regen earlier. Shoot him, shoot him. Oh! You killed him immediately after he killed the module. Oh, we still got incoming. Pepper spray is doing the thing that the pepper spray was supposed to do. Honestly, I don't really care about the merchant. You know, guys, just stay in here. Are any of these other modules over here damaged? They are not. This sucks. Alright, 23 food. I'm pretty sure that there can be characters in those. I believe that is the case. That's why I was so eager to open them. So here, Ken's a level off of his other skill. We can probably afford to just get that. So now he has this huge attack power boost thing. We no longer have the crazy regen options that we had last time, so we have to be a little bit more careful with it. So there's at least 3 more doors left. I wonder if I was wrong about not being able to build another major. You know what? I'm gonna put up. This is turning out to be more difficult than I wanted it to be. Spend a little bit here, just make sure that stuff is not coming through. And at this point, if I found the elevator, I would just leave. That was a good find. I think I'm gonna light this room before things have a chance to spawn. So yeah, slowdown room is doing its job. So we got this under control. So yeah, it's way more of a tower defense game on the easy difficulty. On the normal difficulty, or on too easy, you can just fight almost everything with heroes. Let's have... Actually, no, I guess let's keep everybody in place. The heavy hitters are coming through now. We didn't actually even lose the miner. Everything is okay. Get in here and fix this, and we're going to have to rebuild a little bit. So it was the pepper spray module that we lost. Did we take any other module damage? No. Alright, let's see what's in the box. Hopefully it's a map to the elevator. I can hardly imagine anything I would want to find more. Okay, we got some mil-spec bracelets. I believe we're all full up. Man, I wish that we were finding a lot more dust. I don't know how many dust rooms he has opened on this floor. I think it's probably in the neighborhood of 5 or 6. So he is. We're powering one extra room because of Pilfer. And honestly, I think that's probably all it needs to do for it to be totally worth the slot. Yes. So hey, it's the TF2 medic. What's up, guy? He has... Okay. Somewhat similar to Rosetta, really. He is a sword guy. He has a big boost for... Okay, a big boost to health regen for heroes in his room and heroes on the floor. And I assume that the heroes that are in his room probably get both of those benefits, so that's huge. And... Ubercharge. Yeah, that makes sense. He can make the heroes in his room invincible for 3 seconds. Not really that powerful, but definitely useful. Oops, no, you stay here. New guy gets to stand in this room. Alright, and now we can use our food the way we had been using it in the past. Boy, I wish I knew where the elevator was. Hey, dreams do come true. Power this room. Alright. Now I'm thinking, was I right? Do I need to just leave? Or could we bank some more resources before moving to the next floor? Might be pushing it a little bit, but I think we need to push it a little bit, right? We're not in a great place. So, with only one room of spawns over here, the number of minor modules we have, and no major module in this room to protect, we can probably leave this the way it is. He cleans up the enemies pretty quickly. This floor has been, or this side has been going okay. This side is considerably weaker, and this is probably where we should be focusing our power. And I'm gonna module up this one more room. Let's go tear gas. Tear gas and a slow. We'll get some implements of violence in here. We really need to do more Claymore upgrades. Trying to think here. What do I think is going to be the most useful? Pepper spray is probably alright. Again, in part, this room is about separating the monsters. Honestly, a kip cannon's pretty good. And it will just keep firing. Whereas the smoke... It can fill in during the smoking guns moments of overheat. But you know what? 2 smoking guns in a room is also very good. And yeah, we're going to push on a little bit. So we're not going to stand and fight in this room. This is a monster slowdown room. Looks like we're getting no spawns for Ken, so he may as well just run right over to here. And we'll try to keep an eye on things. Oh, there's the overheat. She is in need of help. I'm debating, like, who can be where. What is going on here? That's a graphical effect. Boy, we're gonna end up having to spend a bunch of food. Even with all the extra defenses I built. Yeah, alright, maybe maybe this was not a good idea. We can definitely pop this, and honestly, just damage. Just do damage. We'll hit paramedic. We might not stick around anymore here. Turn on all of the everything. Wow. Paramedic, insufficient. I'm giving serious thought to grabbing the crystal and running rather than trying to clear the wave. Right, because we could depower these two rooms and like this room and this room. That'd be enough to power all the way to the elevator, so we'll get no more spawns over here, and then we just have to push through the monsters on this side, which I don't think will be that hard. So if we're not planning to actually fight another wave, which I think we're not, because this is, turns out, situation untenable. We found the elevator. Waves are harder. I kind of forgot. I think we should go. Oh, I can't change the power while the, right? Is that right? No, it's not right. I can absolutely change the power. This is a bad room to be mysteriously powered. Guess I would do it this way. Yeah, I think we might have to just go. I think it's going to be cheaper in terms of resources for us to just go. Rakia, just make for the elevator. Still gonna have to heal her again. Run! Run! Ah, when you do that, it opens all the doors. I don't usually run early, so I was not aware of that. Just go. Okay, we're gonna back everybody up to this room. Just try to stay with Ken. I guess Rakia shouldn't run ahead. My concern was that she's usually a very slow character. Okay, we've made this. Everybody out, everybody out. The cot. A little concerning. Yeah, not great. Well, hey, we're on 4 heroes again. That was a little bit of a rough floor, but we're carrying a lot of resources to the next floor. This is maybe savable. That took me 50 minutes. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. I'm not going to do a one-floor video just yet. It's coming, though. As we get closer to the end of this run, provided that we do get closer to the end of this run. That is going to become unavoidable. Okay, very happy to see that dust, because we started this floor with only enough dust to run one room. Okay, so, food, probably. Excellent. Another spot for a major module. A very short life steal. What is the deal with this one? We are not noticed by monsters. Okay, that's pretty whatever. And I just... Nope. I knew I couldn't, but I had hope. I just want to build. Oh, well, let's open the other door. Oh, I moved Rakia. Awesome. Room with a major module slot that's already powered. So, we still need more food, we still need more science, and then we're going to have to build a bunch of industry modules as well. But we're in a good position here to kind of pick our poison. That's going to break on the next door, and so we'll have 3 major modules running almost right away. Honestly, I'm going to put up an emergency generator somewhere. This room only has 3 minor slots. This one, okay, here, probably. So let's put down another food replicator. We're going to go emergency generator with Rakia working it in this room, I think. So, let's go this way. This is the direction we will explore in first. What's this one? Okay, that thing again. There are a lot of monsters to fight on these floors, but I guess there's no point in having her work this until we're actually going to be fighting stuff. I mean, any door we open could have monsters in it, I guess. But man, I'm tired of Steelers. Okay, so we'll depower this room, power this one instead, so we can run a major here. And probably Ken gets to stand aside. We're going to focus on leveling this guy up for a little while. Oh, I guess there's no reason he shouldn't have this stuff. Just because I don't know what skills he gets, I'd like to find out. And now we can run something else here, and this is probably going to have to be an industry generator. Alright, we're potentially generating good resources. Hopefully we can actually get some dust. Here we have a science merchant who is willing to sell us a spacesuit. Again, big stats, pretty bad speed, and a couple of guns. I know we were saving for research, but we have 2 gun characters who are unarmed. That is probably not a good idea. That would be a 40 DPS jump. Yeah, man. From the verb to gattle, meaning drill full of tiny exploiting poisonous holes. Exploiting. Alright, well, I think we need to buy these. We're in a really bad place health-wise. So Rakia and Ken both fight a lot. The Fuzzy is a better gun, probably just due to quality. So that probably is what needs to go on Ken. Alright. When this breaks, we'll build a science creator in here. Okay, lucky. Keep finding dust means we can keep pushing on. We're not getting a lot of value out of Rakia working this generator, though. But we're gonna be out of dust at some point. We got this under control. Oh, power this room. Actually, it probably makes sense to depower this room, keep Ken a little closer. You know, I guess we don't need her working this until we're going to be fighting a significant number of monsters. She should be working something that actually generates resources. Put up the science creator, and I'm gonna put her in this room. I'm getting all nervous about the operation delay. Like, I don't want to be moving her around a lot, and so I was thinking, well, now she's here, we'll just leave her here. But no, I'm forfeiting resources by being too timid about that. Oh, this looks like a dead end. Oh, also Death. Hey, how you doing? How are you doing, Death? He is a dust death. Okay, that is something to consider at the end of the floor, perhaps. So, we leave people behind to block spawns in these rooms. This means we don't have to build anything yet. We can just keep saving industry for other stuff. Does this room have... This room has 4 module slots, and this one only has 3. This is a much larger room, though. Still, I think this is going to turn out to actually be more defensible, provided we need actual defense. Alright, a lot of dust. Probably Ken stands here and the medic comes up, because the medic's not going to be all that good by himself, but he's a force multiplier. So I think... I know, but I think we're still saving up for the science creator upgrade. I know, trust me, I hear you. Lucky so far, though. This has been a much easier floor. Nano Bros. Wit and HP regen. Rakia has the Hitchhiker's Guide. So the question is, do I want to move the Hitchhiker's Guide to somebody else and give her this? It would be nice to have some passive HP regen. We don't really have access to that right now, but... Also, this quality of mil-spec bracelets is like, this is actually a considerable amount of stats. And I do want to keep the third eye, like, again, if Pilfer generates enough dust to have one extra room powered, it's good enough for the slot. We could bump his kitchen gloves here. He's not doing a lot of fighting right this second. And swapping these around... That actually didn't... It looks like that wasn't enough of a wit change to actually have her generating any extra resources. I'm sure there's breakpoints, right? Where's your next level up? 88. Alright, so we'll probably want to go a couple of doors before we do that. Okay, a powered room. Handy. Let's fight together here. So this guy is buffing monsters, according to what it said in the album. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way of specifically targeting him, so we're just gonna have to... He's buffing monsters, and we're gonna deal with it. Do I want to pop this cooldown? Or would it be better to just spend a little bit of food? It's a pretty expensive heal, actually. I'm just thinking we might want this cooldown available, you know, next room, but also we could just... We could get lucky and get no spawns for a little while. We could just pay science if we really need it. This is not generally all that good, I think. But it's kind of actually the right thing here. The problem with it is that our problems are usually going to be a lot more than 3 seconds long. So yeah, we'd be at 13 food. That's not even enough for 2 heals. Probably we should not do this yet. Alright, here's hoping that we do not get any additional spawns. Alright, well, without question, we're doing this. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, very excited. Light these up. We can bring Ken over here. And all of a sudden, things are easy again. God, I love those. And we're managing to bank a lot of industry. So now we have... Hold on, speaking of a lot of industry, we actually have these powered. We can build stuff. Probably more industry for the moment. This one can be a science creator? Maybe. Or maybe a food thing. Looks like we definitely have some time now. What is this? Plus 10% regen for everybody in his room as long as it's powered? Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's continue onward. Now remember, once we find the elevator, we're going to have to think a little bit about what we want to do. Let's fall back. We will stand together. Just passive health regen for everybody in his room as long as it's powered is so good. Oh, and the caster gets to the room. The caster's a little bit faster than the other monsters are. That's something we should remember. That will probably have use in the future. Which one of you is faster? Okay, so actually it should be Ken who stands here. Because he can get back to this room faster. I guess we could just gather up in this room. I'm wondering if I should maybe go this way. Because this room being powered isn't actually super valuable. And there's no way this is the elevator, right? But this could be. And once we hit the elevator, we're kind of going to have to leave, probably. I don't know that we can stand super hopped up monster waves. And as it is right now, the potential spawns from pushing this way aren't really that big. Like, we only have one room of monsters that could spawn. So yeah, we could depower this to repower that, but like this ensures that we get a door that doesn't have the elevator behind it. Which, weirdly, is a desirable thing. Okay. So we wanna Light that and have this guy run over here. I'm going to have Ken stay in position for just a second longer. Sorry, you need to get back, though. Yep, just until spawns happens, that we know nothing else can spawn there. We have an alert. Okay, so beetles trying to bash down the doors. I'm not 100% sure of the mechanics of this. I think I might just have Ken fall back to, like, here. I do want to try to stop these things. They're hero-focused, so they won't go after the crystal. But we don't want to be on the other side of the crystal, because as we saw, they will ignore the heroes if they can just hit the crystal instead. Let's go ahead and do this. If we get in trouble, we can do a little time stop, a little invincibility thing. I think that's the last guy on this side. Let's run back over here and help Ken. He bashed open the door. Ah, boy. This is gonna get away from us, isn't it? Okay. Well, we better build some modules. This is gonna get really ugly. I think slow and tear gas. Yeah, so they stop bashing at the doors if you, I'm not sure how this works, actually. I was thinking that they were usually on the other side of the doors, but maybe they spawn in the room and you can just run over there and interrupt them. And that they stop bashing on the door if you get the all clear, was my original understanding. Let's see how that bears out. Our medic was briefly invisible there. Couldn't figure out where the heck he was. We might want to move Rakia. Whatever, come over here. Oh wow, that's a huge number of enemies. How are there so many enemies? Yeah, no, it's on the other side of the door. We have to make the all clear sound, which is bad. I kind of forgot about these beetle guys, and we hadn't seen any of them on this floor yet, so... Alright, we're gonna have these guys run over with her. I know there's a ton of stuff on this side, but it's gonna take a little while for it to get out of that room. We just need Eseb not to die. Now that we have health regen, this is a lot safer to use, and I'm gonna hit this. Okay. Now we need to all get over here and stop this from happening. And if we can get the all clear soon, maybe we won't have any more rooms open up. Do we have any other stuff left to hit? And this is going to be 12 attack power, but you know what? Yeah. Like, everything. On, hurry. Make him invincible, give him a little bit of regen time. We need area damage really badly. Okay, we killed that guy, so now, in theory, all of the enemies will be much easier to kill. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Just trying to make sure that I don't actually lose Eseb here. Okay, on this side, the beetle is totally visible. Who wants to go kill him? 32... Alright. Eseb, you're the fastest. So sometimes the beetle's on your side of the door, and sometimes he's on the other side. Get him. Okay, all clear sounded. So, depower this, repower this, so now we don't get any spawns on this side. Rakia can stand here to provide some kind of defense. And here, medic here. We can keep exploring this way now. I just wanted to open up a door that I knew for sure wouldn't be the elevator so that we wouldn't accidentally make the floor way harder. And instead I accidentally made the floor way harder, but in a different way than I intended. Do I think there's enough floor left to justify building another big module? It's tough. It's tough guesswork. Maybe? Maybe. We would need 10 more doors. I think no. I think the floor is not 10 doors larger than what we've already seen. Yeah. These resource incomes seem very low for this point in the floor, but I don't think the floor is 10 doors larger. All back to here to prevent spawns. Found a very small amount of dust. Okay. Right, and the way we were set up, it was actually impossible for there to be spawns. I'm going to set this room up a little bit. So I don't intend to stand in here and fight. We're getting pretty close to actually doing that research. The kip cannons are going to become bad. This is a very large room, though, and we've seen that the smoking guns can be a problem in these really large rooms. We do need claymores. I'm going to put a claymore launcher in here, along with a neurostun module. You know what? I'm going to put a bunch of claymore launchers in here. Make it happen. Alright, and then in the big slowdown room, honestly, I think we're going to go prisoner prods. Because we're getting a little low on industry. Oh, this room isn't powered, right. I'm able to build modules in here because this room is drawing power from whatever used to power the facility. They got a generator somewhere. Alright, let's push on. This guy is a food merchant. So somebody told me the aftershave is actually amazing. It's a lot of food, though. I don't have any superfluous equipment. I do have a little superfluous equipment. Drugomatic is just defense and health regen. Honestly, pretty good. I'm not too worried about this thing. We'll see. We'll see if I feel like spending 120 extra food. Alright, many monsters. We got one of those dust guys here. I don't think I can stand and fight this, though. I think it would be for the best if we all fell back to this room. Now that we've blocked spawns, let's let the monsters run through stuff. I guess Esub can stand here and fight for a little while. Okay, time to leave. Alright, and we know that the beetles are on the other sides of these doors. As this door is partly broken, I should have maybe factored that into my defensive strategy. Man. Maybe we should stand in here instead? Because these guys don't seem to actually have that much health. So yeah, the claymore launchers are doing great work on them. And actually, this is a floor where the monster pool seems to be a lot of high volume but low health monsters. So actually, the claymores are really good here. So part of what I was saying when I was saying earlier that we need to, I need to get better at recognizing the monsters right away, is stuff like this. I should be able to look at the composition of the floor and know, instead of figuring it out kind of accidentally, that a claymore room is going to be important on this floor. It's just stuff I need to work out. Anyway, let's keep going. That elevator's somewhere. We desperately need to find it, like, really soon. I'll wait until spawns happen, and then, yeah, you three back to here. I guess there's a research crystal somewhere else, isn't there? I didn't have to do this with the one... Oh, maybe there isn't. Oh, all the modules in here are broken. We gotta actually replace those. Monster opened up one of the doors. Beetle guy. But it opened up a door that has a dude in it, at least. That's something. We should probably... we put up some weapons in these rooms. So this is a good place for a smoking gun, because it'll cool down very frequently as things leave and it has to retarget. If this breaks open, we're in real serious danger. Alright, come on, Claymore Mines, do your thing. Give the mines, give the claymores a second to do their thing. Yeah, okay, that's really working, actually. I think he's going to be okay now. It looks like the enemies that are very hero damage focused actually died. So one of these beetles is actually live. Ken's fixing stuff, but actually it should probably be Ken who makes this run. Or it should be everybody? Nah, it'll be the medic. Seb and the medic will make the run. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Get there before that other door breaks. Hurry. Hurry, it doesn't seem like you're running that fast. Okay. So yeah, the monster stops beating on the other side of this door. I bet the elevator's down here, just given the length of this area. So we lost these right away. They died actually instantly. So it kind of seems like we're not going to be able to keep modules alive in rooms that don't have heroes in them. Because the enemies here are very focused on killing the modules. I don't really know how to counter this. I guess what I'm going to do is just not spend industry on minor modules in this corridor, because it seems like they're just going to die. And we're not actually generating industry at that great of a clip. But we really, like, this floor needs to end. Really, really need to get out of here. Okay, looks like no spawns. Ooh, jumping up to Food Replicator 4 would be really cool. Please let this be the elevator. It is. Okay, great. Great, great, great. We desperately needed that to be the case. So yeah, we're leaving. I'm not opening this door. We're going to have to redistribute the power a little bit. So let's cut these rooms off. How much can I actually light? I actually have a ton of dust. So if we have Rakia stand here, and the medic stand here, and Seb stand here, then we can safely trade off 30 dust. 39 dust, actually. So I think we can buy one thing from death. We don't really have to have these rooms lit, I guess. What's death charging for his stuff? Not that much, actually. So these are accessories. You can see the quality is uncertain. It's possible that these are not even worth having. Do we have bad armor? Yeah, we do still have some bad... Okay, let's buy the armor. And this. So we got... we got a green... Okay, we got a green quality t-shirt. I guess it auto-swapped it. That's actually pretty good. That was a good pull. And then we got a photon decelerator, which unlocks the don't get slowed by monsters thing and gives some fair amount of speed. I wonder if he should be the one to have this. Should I put this on Ken? I'm not sure if I like this better than our mil-spec bracelets, but that's not a decision we have to make right now. And then the question is, do I feel safe depowering both of these to buy the other item? Oh, those are both free power rooms. Okay, I definitely don't want to depower any more rooms than this. So let us move on. That one was not nearly as terrifying. Alright, good luck, monsters. Oh, that was the last door anyway. Yeah, we pretty much completed that floor. Obviously, I've decided I'm not going to spend the 120 food. I know it's a good item, but also levels are good. Heroes being capable of doing stuff seems pretty good. Come on, dude, can't you run any faster? Whew. Alright, well this is by a large margin the furthest I've ever been on this difficulty. And, honestly, I owe a lot of that to all of you who have been helping out in the comments. Really, thank you guys so much. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time. Maybe we won't die. I'm starting to think there's a chance. And we'll see you then.